Hello, my name is Amil. I am 33 years old. I'm from South Bend, Indiana. And I just come from a background, I was in foster care, my sister and I, and, a lot of stuff happens, in foster care. And anyway, ended up getting adopted and, life was good for the most part until my mom, she started using drugs, and two different people. She was a loving person at first, and then she turned to a different person, so therefore it kind of messed with me, psychologically, never knew what you were going home to. So therefore, every day it was just something different. You never knew what to expect. So therefore, you just had to just be on guard, just not really certain of what's going to happen in the home and everything. And, growing up, just trying to find a sense of relief. Where do I belong? And, just aimlessly just wandering throughout life and everything, and just trying to find some stability, some meaning for my life and answers for what was going on in my life in back when in that season. It was just a lot of pain, a lot of frustration, a lot of confusion, a lot of anger, resentment. I walked away from God. I became the very person, the thing, that I thought I would never partake in. I ended up doing that. Really came to the realization, that I really needed help. With me having previous history with God, I could feel him tugging, on the strings of my heart, and, trying to get my attention and telling me, it's a better way. He used two different people to speak to me and recommend Teen Challenge. And I was like, no, I don't want to look at Teen Challenge, no. I reluctantly yielded, to the Holy Spirit, give me that nudge that I needed to telling me that I need to get myself together. God knows what he's doing, because he knows us very well. It's things that happened in Teen Challenge that triggered me to when I was a kid, a teenager, moments I didn't know about, and your brain, I guess, certain moments in your life will force you, to forget about it, and you didn't realize that it happened. And then, as you grow older, you just totally forget about it, and then something will trigger that, and then that's something that God's like, okay, that's the impact that this place has brought. God has really just been, instilling me, to just accept what comes. And, with the people, coming from all different backgrounds, all different nationalities, and, everybody has a story, and, teachers and everything, everyone's here at the right time, in this season, and everyone has something for you, whether you know it or not. It could be someone who's struggling with something that's very similar to yours. Your testimony may be able to help someone else, and vice versa, so it's just a matter of, accepting help, to anybody that may be listening, willing to listen, willing to accept some type of, advice. You may not know me, I may not know you, but you can never go wrong with God. You can never go wrong with God, no matter the circumstance, no matter the situation, no matter what it is. But, it doesn't matter. Just trust him and cry if you need to. There's nothing wrong with crying, because I know, as men, got to keep everything, bottled inside. That's a lie, because you keep things bottled inside, that will drive you crazy. And I just recommend, just speak where you are, and just be very transparent, and let God heal your wounds. He knows what he's doing. Trust him. Even things don't make sense.